Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Monday. Oh, geez, April 7th. I'm having a hard time saying April because there's snow outside. World's longest winter here. Winter is coming and winter is staying, I guess. I don't know. But I am going to pull from the archives a thought to share with you that I have shared in the past. But the experience that I've had in the last week or two just reminds me again and again and again of this one different way of looking at the future. Good morning, Madonna. And that is we are so we are so primed to have this negativity bias. We remember all of the bad stuff. We anticipate the worst case scenario all the time. There's a reason why this happens, a good reason. It's because our brains are primed to keep us safe. And if we remember bad, negative, danger, we're more likely to stay safe. In today's world, of course, things are different. That primal brain pops up in a modern world and can make us think the worst case scenario all the time and really focus on the negative. And I love this mindset. And I'm sharing this today as my most recent experience, and also because I'm embarking on something new this month and I need to remember it again and again. Maybe it'll resonate with you. What if it turns out better than you ever imagined? What if it turns out better than you ever imagined? Change is completely inevitable in our lives. 100%. We cannot avoid change. And if we avoid change, it ends up happening to us and not with us. And that can feel really jarring, really uncomfortable. The idea of change is uncomfortable and jarring because we can't predict the outcome. So our amazing, beautiful brains try and keep us safe and try and think of all of the bad things that can happen so we can be prepared for that negative disappointment, a potentially dangerous situation, which again, in this day and age is a little different. We think about the worst case scenario, flip it, flip it around. What if it turns out better than you ever imagined? What if it turns out better than you ever imagined? I cannot even express how powerful this mindset shift is when you embrace it. Last week, on this Monday, 1 week ago, I was sitting in an absolute bundle of nerves and anxiety because we were switching our signature program, sunsetting it and starting something brand new, totally different. Well, not totally different, but pretty different. And I was just a bundle of nerves about this whole transition. And I'm happy to say it has turned out better than I ever imagined. And that is mostly what happens in life. Most of the time, when the change happens, it turns out better than we ever imagined. And focusing in on that when you're starting to feel that fear, that anxiety, that I don't know, the decluttering process, it's one of the reasons we struggle with decluttering is because we are afraid of what is going to happen when we initiate change in our lives. We don't know how other people are going to react to us. We don't know how it's going to impact our relationships. We don't know how we are going to show up as the person who is decluttered and not the cluttered person. We don't know, and there is so much fear. So, as you are going down this journey of decluttering or experiencing or wanting to initiate any other change in your life, I encourage you to shift that thinking right now. What if it turns out better than you ever imagined? And I can say with absolute certainty, when you declutter your life, it does turn out better than you ever imagined. And in fact, you can't imagine how good it's going to be. And that's probably true with most change. Most change. You can't imagine how good it's going to be. Don't let the fear hold you back, my friends. Embrace the change, run with it, and really focus your energy on all of the positive outcomes because that is what is it? I think there's a phrase, something goes intention goes where energy flows where intention goes, something like that. Focus on the positive. focus on the positive. I believe in most cases and 100% with decluttering, it will turn out better than you ever imagined. So, and to everybody who is watching this, who has been part of my last week and this big transition, I want to thank you because you definitely helped me make this better than I ever imagined. And without you, I mean, I just want to recognize and say thank you so, so, so much. I am away for the next 2 weeks, but we will still be having a Monday morning motivation, and you'll get the special treat of not having to hear my voice every Monday morning. There will be another Clutter Boss doing Monday morning motivation and Ask a Clutter Boss on Tuesdays. So it will not be me. I will be away, and I'm also envisioning my being away as better than I ever imagined. And I wish you just the best, better than you ever imagined week. Thank you for being here. Keep doing the hard stuff. Keep pushing through the fear because on the other side, it is better than you ever imagined. With love, signing off now.